Hi, I'm Elida.
And I'm Delara.
And together, we're the founders of Exhibits, a free mobile app we built from scratch, showing all of London's exhibitions, museums and galleries in one place.
Because it shouldn't be hard to find weekend plans in London. So, we took a break from coding to come and visit the coolest venues in London this summer.
Come with us as we explore Strawberry Hill House. Oh, wow.
What's from my mom and you?
The Exhibit Sisters present Whimsy at the Gothic Castle.
You're tuned in to Big E Radio. In today's news, the dynamic duo are investigating how one man turned a modest cottage into a glorious Gothic castle. We join them live on the scene.
Welcome to Strawberry Hill House. What you're visiting today is Horace Walpole's Gothic plaything castle. He bought a small cottage which had been built in 1698, and he bought that in 1749, having rented it for a couple of years before that. Horace was the youngest son of Britain's first Prime Minister, Robert Walpole. He owned it. He wraps it in Gothic features. And also he extends it out and up and out and along and everything. So you can't find much of the original house when you're going round. And it was famous in the 18th century for two things. First of all, for the architecture, because it's a very good example of 18th century Gothic Revival, called Strawberry Hill Gothic. It was also, he had a huge collection of stuff. And the stuff was paintings, prints and drawings, ceramics, historical oddities, coins and medals, all sorts of things. That was all sold in 1842. So what you lovely people are seeing today is the house rather than the collection. Having said that, we do have some things that were in Horace's day, or we've got facsimiles or copies.
What is your favourite thing about this house?
I think my favourite thing is what we show you today is one man's vision. Because I've been around National Trust properties and other stately homes, and generally they're about a whole sort of generations of people. This is Horace's house, and that makes it unique, I think. Well, possibly not unique, but for me that makes it special.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's we always think, probably if you met him, he would have been, if he liked you, I should think he could be quite bitchy.
Yes, well.
But actually, he would have been a good conversationalist. He would have enjoyed his company.
I think he would have liked us in our explorer's garb. I think he would have found us quite silly, which is exactly what we aim
No, we'd have loved that.
Yes.
Welcome to the Great Parlour.
Thank you.
This is the second extension to Horace's original little cottage.
Okay.
So the little cottage was the one you've walked through, which was the shop in the second-hand bookshop.
Okay.
And then he built the hall, which he called one of the wonders of his house. And it became so famous, even the King and Queen came to see it.
Wow.
He then built this two-storey extension.
Okay.
And what he wanted to do in here was to give you a different feel to the hall.
Okay.
He wanted you to feel claustrophobic in the hall, and
Fine.
here he wanted you to feel more open.
Okay.
So it was, in fact, a parlour. He did some administrative work in here, but he also did some dining and entertaining. The furniture would have been brought in, rather than being here permanently.
Oh, right.
And he wanted this feeling of extra space, so he put in this very low dado rail to make the room look taller.
Okay.
And then he designed the chairs so they'd be the same level. And of course, if there were candelabra on the table, they throw suitably Gothic shadows through on the back.
Oh, that's nice.
What we're missing, sadly, is his view. He would have had a view out the window, down over the River Thames, up to Richmond Hill and back into Twickenham.
Wow.
But the land was sold off in the 20s, I think, or 30s.
Fine.
So
all
we've
these
lost the
trees
view.
Wouldn't have been there.
Not the
back
trees in
in
the
day.
far distance,
Fine,
no.
okay.
So that's relatively new.
So you'd have a river view.
He'd have a river view.
That's
and that was
amazing.
incredibly important because all the transport from London came by river.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't have wanted to come by land because the roads were in such a appalling state and you'd probably get bopped over the head by a highwayman or something. He wanted to find out about people, who they were visiting, how often they went and why they went there, and then he'd write about it.
Right, okay.
And so that's the way he wanted the view of the river.
Yeah.
So in here, being a Georgian dining room, you had to have the family portraits.
Okay.
All right? So let me introduce you.
Please, yes.
His would have been up there. We don't have it. It's in a current private collection.
Yeah.
This is Dad in the middle. This is Sir Robert Walpole. This is Mum,
Okay.
Catherine Shorter, and this is Dad's mistress, Maria Skerritt. And they were carrying on at the same time as they were married.
Fine.
And Horace wasn't very happy with that relationship.
And it was displayed like this?
Oh yeah, well yes, it would have been. Yes.
Quite saucy.
And over here we have his aunt. This is Auntie Dot, Dorothy Townsend. She's dressed to go to a fete. And the Townsends lived and still live in Rainham Hall in Norfolk.
Okay, Norfolk.
And she married Sir Charles Townsend, who made a fortune from the agricultural revolution. And the rumour is, the story is, that they didn't get on, and she found herself a gentleman friend.
Fine.
And the rumour is that he locked her up in a room for quite an extended period of time, and guess what? She was found dead at the bottom of the staircase in mysterious circumstances.
No.
Now, if you scroll through to, I think it's 1936, you can Google this, and Country Life magazine did a photo shoot at Rainham Hall.
Okay.
It came up with the most famous photograph of the year, which was the brown lady ghost at the staircase at Rainham Hall. It's called the Lady's Waldegrave. This is actually a copy. The original is in the National Gallery in Scotland. And it was commissioned by Horace of Sir Joshua Reynolds. It cost him £25.
Right.
And it was hung at the first Royal Academy Summer Exhibition. And it's his three great nieces.
Okay.
And it's their equivalent of a dating app. So they're painted and they're saying we're available to be married.
Okay.
Now, they're three sisters. They're not painted as you may think as the three graces. They're actually painted as the three fates, which is a bit jolly if you're going to have a dating app, but there we go. And he rather liked the painting when it was done, but when a few years later he felt he didn't like the pink on their cheeks particularly. Fine. But they did marry well.
Okay,
and
nice.
The one in the middle,
it
worked.
Yeah.
The one in the middle became Lady of the Bedchamber to Queen Caroline, and they had 36 children between them.
That's
so they did well.
And
the one in the middle also inherited...
So it really worked.
It really works. And the one in the middle also inherited Strawberry Hill. And the other one to mention is the gentleman in the little roundel on the mirror up there.
Yeah.
There were two mirrors. We don't know where the other one's gone. If you see it, we'd like it back. And in my opinion, that's wicked nephew George.
Okay.
Now, George was a bit of a ne'er-do-well. He was a scoundrel, a drunkard, a womanizer, you name it. And he got through a lot of Sir Robert Walpole's fortune. But he was the one who sold Sir Robert Walpole's Old Master collection from Houghton Hall to Catherine the Great of Russia. So that's the British collection in the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. And also to mention the fireplace.
Yes.
This one is
amazing.
Extraordinary because it's one of the rare ones in the house where the design is not based on a tomb.
Okay.
And it was designed by his friend Richard Bentley. It had blue and white china at the top.
Fine.
And he described it as being whimsical.
Yes.
I'll leave you with a thought.
I think it's giving me whimsy energy. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong about that. I mean, this feels quite whimsical.
Oh, there we are then.
A little bit of
We're being whimsical.
A little bit of whimsy. Well, I think he'd approve of the whimsy, don't you think?
I think it would be very good at one of his parties.
Yes. Yes, in another life, I think I would
Absolutely.
suggest. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put the wig on you because your hand's free. There you go, you've got a wig on. Yarr, I squat land to your bootless. From my hearties. Savvy. He does say savvy quite like.
Venues this summer.
So here we are at Strawberry Hill House. And together, we're the founders of exhibits.
Because it shouldn't be hard to find things to do in the Lincoln.
The Lincoln. That's a new one.
2, 1, go.
Because it shouldn't be hard to find weekend plans in London.
All of London's exhibitions, museums, and galleries. That's it. Bye. Bye now. Bye now.
The Exhibit Sisters present Rooms Through Time.